I'm speaking with Paula Land at the Information Development World Conference. And Paula, I had the pleasure of meeting you at another event before, and I remember it stuck out in my head because you have a great tool called Content Insight. And it was something that I said, I've been wanting to find something to solve this issue, and you made it. And when we were talking off camera, it was created because you had that same issue and you said, I want to find a solution. Can you describe quickly what Content Insight does?
Sure. So Content Insight is the name of my company. The tool we built is Content Analysis Tool, so we call it CAT for short. So yes, it came out of my own experience as a content strategist doing content inventories as the beginning stage of projects, and realizing that there had to be a better way of doing it than the way that I and a lot of other content strategists were doing it.
Copy and paste or whatever,
Copy
right?
and paste and spreadsheets and just assembling data in a very manual way. And it seemed like one of those kinds of things that there had to be an easier way to create, and this might be a good use of technology. So decided to try to build it myself. I'm not a programmer, but I partnered with a programmer who wrote the crawler. So yeah, now we have a tool called the Content Analysis Tool that generates automated content inventories.
So you, like we said, you built it for a reason. You built it to fill a need, and so it's got that, you got that business going on. But really, what is it what was the need it was filling? What were you doing on a day-to-day that you needed a tool like that?
Sure. So in my content strategy practice as a consultant, I do content improvement projects, content strategy projects that are things like content migration, redesign projects. So looking at the existing content on websites and analyzing it and making recommendations, creating a strategy for improvement. So that was sort of the genesis of needing to create a tool, because those are kind of the foundational pieces of those kinds of projects.
So being here at Information Development World, is there anything that I think you frequent a number of events that are probably related to the content industry. Are you seeing a theme lately or any sort of surprising highlights that have been showing up over the last few months going to these events?
Well, I think what's happening is people are realizing just how much content there is out there, and how easy it is to lose track of or be unable to sort of manage just the sheer volume and the frequency of content publication.
Because it's so easy to produce,
right.
Just folks don't really think about it. They continue to produce more and more. And it seems to be a theme where people are losing control of this blob that just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, and when all of your energy is, and as it should be, focused on creating new content and getting new stuff out for your customers, your stakeholders, it's very hard to take the time to go back and weed out the older stuff or make sure that everything is consistent and is presenting the same message. You're creating a consistent experience for your customers. So anything that we can do to help people get a better handle on that and spend less time doing things like having to go back and look for older content or weed things out, and more keep focused on the creation versus the sort of manual maintenance, I think will help people. So
then, just to make sure that I set the name straight, so CAT, the actual domain to find the tool to try it out, because I think people should, is
content-insight.com.
Content-insight.com is where the tool is.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you.
All right. Thanks, Adam.